And first, when I put on his... Oh, are we live?
Yeah, yes, my dear, we're live. So hush hush on the intimate details.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll tell you about the frog legs later.
Oh, with the frog legs, kinky.
How are frog legs kinky?
I don't know. I was trying to go somewhere with that, but it wasn't working. So
That was scary.
yeah, it was. I must say, yeah. It was a little scary. I must say. Is he here? Did we lose him again?
I don't think so. Blaster, are you here? Oh man. See,
Oh,
I didn't
are
do
you
anything
serious?
that time. I did nothing.
When I wasn't, you know what? I don't even know. I'm just going to introduce the show, and we're just going to roll on with just us two. Nice.
That's how you gotta do it sometimes. Shh.
Right?
Don't be saying nice.
Right? It is January 21st, 2016, and it's almost Valentine's Day.
Anybody ask you for the part? Just do the intro.
Okay. I'm Snow White. Obviously very thrilled about the possibility of Valentine's Day coming up. And then that's Corey over there. Hi, Corey.
Well, hello there.
Hello. And that's my cat in the background, if you didn't hear her. We're missing two of our posse because...
I'm back again.
Okay, Blaster's here. There's Blaster. Hi, Blaster. Say hello to everybody.
Oh, man.
Are you serious?
There it is. Okay.
Oh, my God.
That was a dumb headset problem. Don't ever buy the Logitech 6930. It is a piece of junk.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Is that what I'm wearing? Hold up. Okay, no, that's
say hello to everybody.
930, whatever you want.
Blaster.
Yeah, hi everybody.
Okay. Thank you.
It cuts. It's a wireless headset. I'm literally 2 feet from it, and it randomly cuts out all the time. It's brand new. I just bought it last month.
That's what you get for wearing wireless. But anyway, we're missing Ginger, who's apparently having some internet/computer issues. Her NASA is having trouble. Houston, we have a problem.
Houston, we have a problem.
So yeah. I do want to mention one thing that made me super sad. David Bowie passed away.
Well, we lost a lot of them actually in the short span of a few days.
Yeah, we really have.
Cancer sucks.
Bowie and who else was there? Oh, the guy from the Eagles and.
We lost. It really does. And there was somebody else that I knew. I just can't think of it right now.
The guy from Stone Temple Pilots.
Yeah,
that was
there was another one just recently that I was. Oh, Professor Snape.
Yes, we lost our.
Oh,
Snape.
he died too. Yes, I was so sad about that. But I just want to, mention that we're thinking about all of these, and it is really heartbreaking to lose people like that. So.
While I have the platform to speak, my lovely local news, Fox, I love y'all, but sometimes y'all don't do research. You're throwing people on the air saying stupid stuff. So one of our reporters, I'm not going to say her name, she's a nice lady, and I happen to like her, but do some research. She said something about him dying 2 days after his birthday, and she had saw it on the Harry Potter Twitter account. That was a Twitter account for the characters, not the actors. Professor Snape had a birthday 2 days before the actor Alan Rickman died, so it was not his birthday. I'm going to need y'all to do your research, people, please.
Please do. You're making yourself look stupid.
So real quick, just curious, when did they cover that in the books? Did they ever cover the birthday, or is it somebody just decided this was his birthday?
Yeah, their birthday. J.K. Rowling.
She's putting out shit constantly to keep the Harry Potter thing alive.
Oh, okay.
Honestly.
Well, the money train, don't stop the money train.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm not hating on it. Do what you got to do.
That's the money train. Got it.
So.
That's sad. I'm gonna miss him. At least he got to finish the movies. That's the good part, because we lost the original Dumbledore 2 movies in. And of course, what's our guy's name? Ian, whatever his face that does.
McKellen.
Yeah, Ian McKellen refused to do Dumbledore. He turned it down.
Did he really?
Yeah, he said it was going to be too much that he got to be Magneto and the one from the Lord of the Rings and Dumbledore. He said it was too much. He says it'd just be too much awesomeness if he got to put out there. But I think he would have made an excellent Dumbledore, though.
I agree. I think honestly, the first Dumbledore, they had to switch Dumbledores. The first Dumbledore was my favorite.
He was.
He was
Michael, I can't remember
so
his rest of his name, Michael something.
yeah. I don't know his name either, but I just know I liked him the best. And then the second Dumbledore was okay, but Ian McClellan would have made us such a better Dumbledore.
All right, I don't know what's going on now, so now there's two of me again. So.
Stop worrying about it. You're here.
Okay,
and
we're not going to kick you out because that ruined it last time.
Yeah, don't do that because that just destroys everything. And I don't know what's going on here. Oh my
you
gosh.
can handle two of you.
Okay. All
Okay,
right.
I have a story, and it's kind of it's a sign of the times kind of story. Okay.
Get it?
So Epic Games had this beta going on, Paragon. Okay, for the game Paragon. And someone was trying to sign up, and his name just happened to be Mohammed Zahir Khan. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
They blocked him from signing up for the beta after a mistaken identity kind of thing. So he happens to have a name that's on the U.S. Foreign Assets Control Specialty Designated Nationals list, which is basically like look out for these people kind of list. So they blocked him from signing up for the beta, and he actually took to Twitter. He was like, at Epic Games, my name is Khan, and I am not a terrorist, hashtag Islamophobia, and then he showed a picture of it. So the co-founder, Tim Sweeney, responded apologizing. He was like, sorry, this isn't intended. We're working to fix ASAP. Cause overly broad filter related to U.S. trade restrictions. Yeah. So this is a sign of the times. If you're going to have these kind of filters put in place to automatically ban people from a beta, you need to look at them a little closer.
Because I didn't even think that they... I didn't even know they had those.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If people are in certain countries or the names are on a list, then companies are not allowed to do business with them. They are absolutely not allowed to do business with them. They will get in trouble if they do. So they have to, when people sign up for stuff, they have to double check and make sure that these people are not on these lists. And if they are, then they're banned and they're not allowed to join.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was
really
like
weird. Yeah.
There was like a whole case of a serious case of mistaken identity. And basically, people are giving Tim Sweeney kudos for this because he handled it gracefully. Like he took ownership of it, he got it solved, he fixed everything. He didn't make any real mistakes. He gave a reason as to why, but it wasn't an excuse. You know, he wasn't like, oh well, that was our filter that did it. He gave a reason. He said the reason that happened is the filter, but we're working on fixing it.
Mm-hmm.
To me, he was giving the cause of what made it happen, but kind of giving an excuse. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, like he wasn't trying to say that it wasn't a bad thing. He was saying that this is why it happened, but we're going to fix it. So I kind of wanted to give a little kudos to Tim Sweeney. And this really is a sad, a sad
sign of the times.
Yeah, it really is that we have these kind of things happening. It's really a sad time of the sign of the times.
Time of the time. Time of the time is this. Time of the time is that.
I've been talking all day, so I'm kind of talked out. Whew.
Right.
Right.
I mean, especially when you're, the other thing too is when we work for a company and you don't want to come in there and say this is, you don't want to have your personal opinion out there. So, I mean, him addressing it in a very professional way and saying, look, this is what happened. We're working on it. Sorry about that. I can see that as being that's a very good way of handling it, even though he may personally feel like he doesn't like that, right? It's just he can't say that because that's not,
Well, it's good business. I mean, honestly, it's really good business. If he had handled it any differently, there would have been a huge blow up.
Right.
There still might be a huge blow up.
Probably, but actually, if it happens again, but the guy Muhammad, he said that he was given Tim praise. He was saying that the way he handled it was totally awesome, and there's only like good feelings between them now. So Muhammad doesn't have any ill feelings towards the company.
Well, at least he's nice. At least he's being nice.
Yeah.
Right.
And kudos to Muhammad for handling it so well and not like going off on a whole race. Oh, you're racist and you're horrible and this company's awful and. No.
And you have to give them a chance to respond first, and if they respond well, then you keep responding well. And if they don't respond well, that's when you go after them and be like, oh, I tried to be nice. I tried. Now I'm going to cut you. Speaking of, here's a good sign of the times. I'm gonna share my screen. Hopefully, YouTube don't ban us because you know how they like to.
Oh, they do. They love it.
They love to come after us. So, in case you didn't know it, it's coming.
Oh,
Yep.
snap!
The CW released a trailer, the first trailer for the Wonder Woman movie, and though I am not in agreement with them picking her, I am
No.
super excited. And I had to let it go. I actually posted this on Facebook. I had to let this go because of Teenatrix. When she saw Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman, she didn't care if she had blue eyes, if she was tall, she just went nuts. Oh my
Hmm.
God, it's Wonder Woman finally! Yay! So I was like, okay, I'm gonna let this go because this is her Wonder Woman. We had the
Yeah,
same discussion about
exactly.
her Superman is not the same as my Superman. Uh, Actually, this is everybody's Wonder Woman. I'm not gonna say it's hers. I'm excited to see that they don't have her too
But she,
hypersexualized. She's
but
kicking
she
butt.
still looks more like Xena to me than Superwoman.
She does.
Like,
Wonder
I could
Woman.
get over the whole blue eyes thing and the whole her not being really curvaceous thing, but the outfit, you look like Xena. You don't look like Wonder
Well,
Woman.
well, they had to tone. When we were I think we were talking about this before. They had to tone it down because the TV show kind of ruined it. They went a little too bright and shiny. Um, and obviously, if you were a warrior, you probably would not have on this really bright blue.
I get it, but they could have had a little bit more to it than instead of her looking like Xena.
Well, I'm sure Lucy Lawless is very happy.
Right.
Yeah, her name's coming back up, Xena.
Well, that's who everybody wanted as Wonder Woman, to be honest.
Hmm.
But she's like, I am too old. I'm sorry, kids. I'm not doing it. But she looks great. She's on
She
what's
does.
her
Oh
face
my God.
show, and she still looks awesome. I would never know she's in her 60s. I said 60s, people. 60s.
Hmm.
She's looking like she's in her 40s. So
Well, to be fair, they even toned down Captain America for the
yeah, they had
They
to.
for the
did, yes,
movies.
they did. They did, but they still had a little bit of the Captain America flair, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he
Like they
still had the
didn't
shield. It
totally.
was bright. Had the
Yeah,
little
yeah.
red.
He
Yeah,
still
yeah.
had those things that made him Captain America, but with the Wonder Woman outfit, she literally looks like Xena. It does not look like Wonder Woman to me.
Well, you know what? In a way, you could say maybe we could say Xena looks like Wonder Woman. You know,
Maybe,
because Wonder
maybe.
Woman was first, so maybe they. I don't know. I'm gonna
Right.
give it a chance because I am excited. Um, I'm also excited about this that I wanted to bring up. I did not know this. A woman is directing. This is the first time ever in
Ooh.
history we have a woman directing a superhero movie. This woman is the same woman that directed Monster with Charlize Theron, the story of the first female serial killer, and
Hmm.
Charlize Theron won an Oscar for that. So there she is, Patty Jenkins. Um, so we're all like, she has to do better because the other men that have directed some of our women superhero movies, i.e., Catwoman and Elektra, which did terrible, um, we got our fingers crossed. Maybe she is what the female superhero genre needed. Was to have a woman tell the story. And now the only other person I would have trust to have told this story would be Joss Whedon because he did such a great job with
Hmm.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but they pissed him off 3, 4 years ago, and he was like, "Fuck your couch, your ottoman, your chair, your lamp. I'm not doing it." Nah. I don't
And
know
your
what
end table.
and your end table. I don't know what they said to him to make him leave this alone because he was really amped about doing Wonder Woman. He did pick an actress that was tall and blue eyed,
Yeah.
dark haired, but didn't go over well. So I'm gonna let Gal have it. It looks awesome. I can't wait to see the fight scenes. I'm looking for me some bullet deflecting bracelets. I'm not joking when I said that on Facebook. Anybody knows where I can get me some? I'm gonna wear them to the premiere. I'm gonna be right there in the front. I'm gonna be outside just posed up. Ain't gonna be no bullets flying, but I'm gonna be blocking imaginary bullets just all out in the
Pew,
front.
pew, and making the noise. Pew,
Yeah,
pew,
pew, pew, pew,
pew.
pew. And I'm gonna put like I accidentally did had my own soundtrack the other day because I had my phone in my pocket, but this time it's gonna be on purpose. I'm gonna walk in the theater with the TV show theme playing in my pocket. Doom, 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 doom. Wonder
You
Woman.
should wear those big bracelets and have somebody throw
Yes,
popcorn at you, and you can go.
right. You think I'm not when I
That's what I,
am?
that's what I would do.
I gotta find me some go-go boots. I'm gonna come all old school go-go boots and the little.
Oh shit. If you find those hot pants, man, oh man.
I want her scuba suit. If y'all don't know, look it up
Yeah.
on YouTube. Wonder Woman had a boss scuba suit. Oh my God, covered the hair, everything. Had the little lasso on the side,
Well, of course she had to cover the
the
hair. I mean, come
gloves.
on.
Yes, but when she took it off, the hair was still dry. They used to just wow me.
Yes.
And she shake it out.
Yes.
You'd be like, "Bitch, did your hair not get wet?"
How did you manage that? Damn.
It's still bouncy and everything. How did you do that? So yeah, I'm rolling to the movie theater. I'm planning it out. I got a whole year. Uh, I'm also excited. Suicide Squad.
Oh yeah, did you see the trailer?
Oh
I did.
yes. Oh my God.
I did. I
I
did.
I did not
I'm
I
trying
did
to.
not agree with Jared Leto, right? Him playing the
Yeah.
Joker. I
Yeah.
did not agree with that. I thought he would just be fucking terrible. But then I saw the trailer and I saw how fucked up he looked and I was like, "Holy shit. It is the Joker reimagined and I am in love with this Joker. Oh my God."
I'm not thinking about him so much. This is who I'm looking forward to. Harley Quinn. Of course, people are mad about Deadshot. Deadshot's the wrong color. I don't really care because I wasn't paying attention. I just want Harley. I want to see Harley. And the other girl in here, I've never been is it this is DC side, and yeah, this is DC. I've never been that much into DC comics, so I am
Mhm.
excited to get familiar with their female characters because I've been always a Marvel girl. So I get my girls on this side, and I love if you watch the trailer. This is this scene when Harley comes up and she's like, "What do you say, voices? Kill everybody and escape?" Oh, I'm just joking. That's not what they said. And I'm just like, I love it. She's crazy. This one right here, this when they're the little gothy witch type. So I'm looking very, very forward to this one too. I just hope she's just not walking around being cute. I need for her to be crazy. Like we know
Yes.
Harley is crazy.
Oh no, she is crazy. In the trailer, she just even when she tilts her head and kind of gives you that look, she looks psychotic. It's perfect.
She is like now I'm gonna tell you some of you
Perfect.
fanboys out here that are pissy. How come she's not doing the voice? She's not with Joker. I firmly believe that when she got together with him was when that voice came. That whole "Hello,
Yes.
Mr. J." I think it was that, and also
It was
think it was
probably
the
a different
actresses.
persona that she took on.
Yeah, because she
But I
doesn't.
mean, isn't this kind of alternate universe a little bit? Like I don't know
A
much
little
about.
bit. It is
I,
a little bit. The Suicide Squad is not quite in the whole what's the word? The in
Canon.
line.
yeah.
Yeah, in the canon with the Batman. It's kind of like a mosh pit of shit.
Okay,
You know?
Yeah,
that's what I
and they
thought because it
gotta
doesn't.
catch up too. That everybody keeps saying they have to catch up with Marvel quite a bit.
Yeah.
But it looks like they're about to blow their asses out of the water. Oh my God!
One of my favorite scenes in the trailer was Harley Quinn was in a cage in the middle of a room, and I think she's an actual acrobat because she's like hanging upside down in
Yes.
sheets from the top of the cage, and she just looks so graceful and at peace and a little crazy all at the same time. I was like,
That's the
God,
one
that's
where she fights
awesome.
or something, or she's beating them up or something. I don't know. I can't wait. I'm gonna
I'm
need y'all to hurry it
excited.
up.
I mean, and I got a little strangely aroused by the Joker in that trailer. I don't know why.
Well, it is Jared Leto
Oh
is
God, he's so delicious, man.
he's I don't know if he's won an Oscar or whatever it is yet. He definitely deserves one to be. He's not a triple threat, but he's definitely a rarity where you have a singer that is just as good a singer as he is an actor.
Mm-hmm.
He's very method, and I love him. I love him.
I do too. I
He did
have
a good
one.
job. Did a good job.
Go for it.
So, do we remember when Steam was having the Christmas Day DDoS attacks going on?
I did
Hmm.
not know anything about that, but please, sure.
Okay, so apparently on Christmas Day, and this is I know we haven't been here a while, so I'm going to back catch us up on some news. So Steam had a problem with a denial of service attack on Steam users on Christmas Day. Whoever did this, you just fucking pricks, I'm telling you. But so in an attempt to fight the attack, they input some caching rules to try to not allow whatever users were trying to use Steam to lose service. Like they would pull up cached pages for the users to see. But there was a problem because whoever configured these little caching rules did it wrong. So the first time, everything went off without a hitch, no big deal. But when the DOS attack happened again, the misconfigured caching rules came up and it sent the wrong cached pages to the wrong people. Like, for instance, let's say I was looking at this and then Corey's account information would pop up instead of mine on my
Oh,
computer.
oh, mm-mm, mm-mm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So right now they're trying to scramble and to find out how many accounts were actually jeopardized, how many were viewed by people who weren't owners of the account, and they're trying to contact everybody and let them know, your shit's in trouble. We need to change it. So yeah. So
Check your
Steam kind of
email.
had a yes,
Yeah.
please do. check your email. So Steam kind of had a really shitty holiday, basically, from a denial of service attack to your cache rules being fucked up, and now you're trying to figure out how many users are screwed over by your wrong caching
Right.
rules.
Well, they said there was no credit card information that was exchanged. Like the only thing that they could see, and like your personal account, like information, like address and stuff, wasn't given up.
Mhm.
They could just see what you were like shopping for at the time, and other things like that. And I
Well,
think you could see your
still,
name, your Steam name, but not like your login or anything like that. So they were saying that they didn't have to. Nobody has to do anything. They said it's like you don't have to change your
yeah,
password or anything.
yeah. They said that nobody has to do anything, but they're trying to see how, as for when this was written, which is December 30th, they're trying to see how badly people were affected still. So they were kind of still sifting through shit. So hopefully it's
I'm
not too bad.
looking for games showing up in my account that I didn't buy. Well, what the fuck is this? Hattori. What?
Where the hell did that come from?
Blaster, do you want to go? Because if not, I got a doozy to share with
Yeah,
you.
yeah, no, I mean, I just wanted to talk a little bit. I mean, you guys had heard about the Oculus Rift. I don't know if we discussed how it's going to be more expensive. I don't know if we talked about that
We
yet.
did not discuss, but I heard that. What did you?
I heard it too. Go ahead.
So
go ahead.
yeah, so originally I talked about the Oculus Rift being around $300, and now they're talking about it being closer to $600. And there's a lot of fallout from that, especially the developer of it, one of the creators of it. He had originally said a long time ago they're going to try to keep it cheap because nobody's going to want to get into virtual gaming if it's very expensive and all these things like that. And now he's having to come back and eat some of those words because the costs of developing the Oculus Rift and the costs of the technology going into the actual headset has far exceeded the original estimates, right? So now he's up to $600. He's apologized for that. But I guess the question I have for you guys is, is that something that's going to affect you? I mean, I don't know. We haven't really talked much about virtual reality. It's coming, right? This is the year of virtual reality ever since 2016 hit, right? And this is the year Oculus Rift is going to hit. This is the year the Sony solution is going to hit. I think other solutions have been pushed off till next year, but like, I'm very interested in virtual reality. I'm interested in all the games that are talking about supporting it. And there's games like, Star Citizen's doing coding for it. There's that new Eve game that's going to be doing support for it. Do you guys think the $600 price range? I mean, it's expensive, but it's still not ridiculous for what you're getting. I mean, I feel like it's still going to be a good value.
Well, you have to look at it from two standpoints. Okay, young men around your age that don't have a family and it's just them and it's three of them living in the house, sure, three of them can split it up, no problem. But you got your gamers around my age. I got people I got to feed and eat. I'm not buying it.
Nope.
Right.
There will be no, unless I hit the lotto, there will be no Oculus Rift in this house until it comes down.
True
in price.
story.
And they're not the only ones making the technology, which is awesome. There's a couple other companies that are doing it for cheaper. Don't ask me who off the top of my head. I've just been kind of surfing around since we've been gone and saw a couple of companies that are like, yeah, we're doing it too. So if they don't get that price down, they're going to lose out to whoever's making it cheaper.
But I mean, are they going to get? I mean, how much cheaper can it be though? And still worth it.
I saw one for like 200, 250. You keep in mind it's not like they have something to compare it to. So if I go buy a cheaper version, it's not like when you get your Xbox and you've had a PlayStation before and you can look at it and say, okay, I know this
Right.
other Xbox had this graphic, so definitely I can see the difference between it's cheaper. If I never had an Oculus Rift and it is better, I'm not gonna know. I'm not gonna care.
That's true.
Right.
But like I'm giving fuck as long as I can see 3D.
So you think that it's going to be not that much of a better value, or at least not more features? And I guess we don't know until it actually hits, right? As opposed to
That's exactly what I mean. I understand they have costs. They have to build it, and maybe this is what it has to cost for them.
Mhm.
But if you got other people doing it cheaper, it's
Mm-hmm.
and your new technology. You have to stop that.
But actually, I mean, to be able to run the Oculus Rift, in fact, they had released, I think it was back in early January, early this month, they had released a tool that checks to see if your PC is ready for Oculus Rift, because it actually requires, I think off the top of my head, it requires something like a 760 GeForce, which is a pretty expensive card. I mean, you're talking about still like
Damn.
a $300 card or $400 card.
Let me tell you this before I forget, because my brain is not working today. Here's another thing. There's one of the Samsung phones that actually does virtual reality. You have to buy the little headgear, but you slide your phone into it. And I've heard people that have that now because it's already now, and they're saying it's awesome. So
Right,
they,
but it
yeah.
only runs mobile games though. Just because I looked into that because I have a Samsung phone too. I have one of the phones that supports that.
Hmm.
The thing is, I looked into it, and it only runs for the mobile games and for movies. If you want to watch a 3D movie, you can watch it with your handset. But it doesn't work with your computer, and it won't support any kind of PC games
Not
at this
yet.
time.
Not yet.
Right, at this time. I mean, things can always change, but at this time it doesn't. And I don't know if they have any plans to do otherwise.
They might if they can get that. Well, put it this way: a person is more likely to spend $700 on their phone because they've got multiple use for it than they are to say all I can do with this
Right.
Oculus Rift is 3D. So if
Oh,
Samsung
sure,
jumps
sure.
on the boat and is like, we're just going to go ahead, we'll take it from here, Oculus Rift. Have several seats. Sit down. Sit your ass down.
Right. Well,
Uh,
actually, it might. But see, the thing is, I don't think it's going to happen. I mean, I would speculation, but I don't believe it's going to happen this generation. It might happen, like you said, in the future. You know how the phones took over a lot of different things, and they've implemented cameras now, so you don't have to have a separate camera. I mean, phones have internet browsers so that you can surf the internet. So, that is true what you're saying. Someday, phones may be able to support directly connecting to your computer and being a substitute for Oculus Rift, and then. But I don't know if it's going to happen with the current phones that are supported right now.
well,
I
no,
don't
it's
think it's
probably,
going to.
but it might be being built. We don't know.
Yeah, who knows? Who
Maybe
knows?
being built.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
still excited about it. I mean, I eventually want to get that, and there's this whole little body motion tracking thing where you get inside this thing. I don't know if you've ever seen that, and you can run around on it in different directions. And
yeah, our
yeah,
redhead pre-ordered that, but I don't know that that's going to come at the same time as Oculus Rift.
that is not. That's coming later. But I'm interested in that because if you get one of those things and you get the Oculus Rift and all these games support it, like I just recently saw a video where a guy had with third-party software had gotten that little walking thing. 'Cause he got a beta on that, like one of the early like alphas of that system, right, where you can walk on it. He got that working with Oculus Rift, and he had modded it so it worked with Fallout 4. And so he's walking around the wasteland like in this setup, and he was like, he was really tired after doing 3 quests because he had walked across the
That's
wasteland.
going to be awesome for some of us.
Yes, yes. Gamers may end up being the most fit people. It's like people are gonna look at somebody like, man, he's cut. He must be a gamer. You know?
Yeah, hey, we have already started our world acquisition. They might as well be ready. We are coming for you, bitches. Now we got something to keep us in shape that we want to do. Yeah, we're coming for y'all.
Mhm.
Because I will tell you, I told you when the Wii came out, everybody, which kills me. I love when people think something a gimmick when it's the first one of its kind. It can't be a gimmick if it's the first one of its kind. It can't be.
Right. That's funny. It's funny. I don't think anybody's called the Oculus Rift a gimmick, have they? I don't think they have.
Somebody will because they don't understand the meaning of gimmick means everybody's doing it. If you're the first one to do it, you're not the gimmick.
Right.
But I played the hell out of some Wii, and I told y'all, but I played Red Steel. My arms were so cut up. I was almost looking like Michelle Obama. I was like, I looked at my arms one day and I was like, damn, look at my arms. So it's nice. I'm gonna play a couple more hours of this, but then next day you can't lift your arms and stuff. You're like, this
Yep.
is how gaming is supposed to be. This is not right. It's supposed to sit.
But it still was kind of fun, though.
It
Still kinda
was.
fun.
It was. It was something I liked doing. There was another one, baseball. I loved playing baseball. These are
I'm not a fan of the baseball. No.
no on the Wii. On the Wii, it was you know how you go to the batting cage and you hit the balls.
Yeah.
That's what this part. There was a part of the baseball. I didn't like the actual game, but this was the part I'd like to be at the batting cage. You have to try to knock the lights out on the something to do with the billboard or something. So that's what I was always trying to swing and hit, and my arms were so nice. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, there's 2 things before we go off this topic. I just want to say 2 more things. I have a 3D monitor I bought a long time ago, and I've just had a hell of a time.
Is it obsolete?
It's pretty much obsolete. I mean, it's a great monitor. It's still like a 120 hertz, which is great. I mean, for monitors, right? I mean, and it's got it's a 28-inch monitor, so it's a great monitor. But it's like I hope Oculus Rift. I'm excited for VR. And like I said, I know the price point's a little high for a lot of people, but I'm one of those people that I'm willing to put the money in. I'm excited for it. I hope it doesn't become obsolete like the monitor that I have right now does.
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna wait. I'm
Right.
gonna wait.
Right.
They're going to drop the price, and it's going to be much better. They're going to make it so it works with everybody's computer because it's not feasible. Yes, you'll get it, but like I have told many people when we go to conventions, you don't want half the money when you can have all the money. And when they can figure out how to get all the money, if I got a family of 5 here and they'll buy it, if it's just priced $200 lower, then I'm going to make it cheaper.
Well, that's going to be the launch price. It's got to be. I mean, they eventually are going to bring it down. I mean, it's just the launch price
they
will be
are.
probably $600.
Everybody does.
Well, they want to
Now,
wait and see how many of y'all are gonna get it first. How many of y'all gonna jump first, and then
Right.
it's not.
Well,
It's
so
not.
you can thank me later for your cheaper Oculus because I'll be one of the ones jumping first.
well,
So.
you do your thing.
No, I'm gonna only laugh at you because mine gonna be better and cheaper, and I'm gonna be like, ha,
Right?
mine CM4D.
So, okay, we all know that we've had those games that we're addicted to, right?
Yes, I
Right.
have what I'm addicted to
My
now.
current one is Dragon Age Inquisition. I have probably about 550 hours on that game now. I'm not exaggerating. I have
Don't starve sheep,
550
you
hours on
bitches. I
that.
hate you. Okay, anyway.
um, but so there was a guy in Russia who is suing Bethesda because he says Fallout 4 is very addictive. You
He's
heard
just trying
me.
to get money.
Yes, he is. So he said he's 28 years old. He said that he went on a 3-week gaming binge because it was so addictive, made him lose his wife and his job. If you lost your wife after 3 weeks, there was
Oh,
something else going on.
yeah.
There was something else going on. I hate to tell you.
Right?
But he says, and this is a quote, he says, if I knew that this game could have become so addictive, I would have become a lot more wary of it. I would not have bought it, or I would have left it until I was on holiday or until the New Year holidays. He's seeking 500,000 rubles in damages for emotional distress.
That's only like $5. Right?
I know. But still, he's suing a game company for their game being too addictive. If you cannot control yourself to get off the fucking game and go to work, that is your problem, not the company's.
That is like the image I sent to Snow earlier in the week where the teacher was fired because her students found her workout Instagram and she competes as a bodybuilder in her free time.
Yeah.
Did you see that? They
Yes.
fired her, and the school actually apologized to her, hired her back, and then told the parents, we're going to be having a class on how to keep your kids from seeing stuff like this on the internet, because what the hell they doing roaming free on the internet and all over Instagram anyway. They're in elementary school.
Yeah, and there was nothing wrong with having a hobby like that outside of it. It wasn't like she was a fucking porn star. She's a bodybuilder.
She's a bodybuilder, and she had on a bikini, which they wear when they bodybuild.
Yes.
One. Two, she did it after she got divorced. She said, I turned to fitness because it helped me feel good about myself. I said, if anything, some of you mothers should have been bringing your daughters up there saying, let's support her, and can you show me how to look like you looking? What did you do? That's what I want to know. If she was at my daughter's school, I'd be like, we there every week. Like, girl, flex.
Show me how it's done. Damn, you did what to get that?
Yeah, I've been backstage at those. I know what to do, but I don't pay attention to the women, but hey.
I don't pay attention to those women either. They scare me.
They don't scare me. I don't
scare
really.
me.
When you're the woman and you're backstage at the guys when they're getting ready for competition, somebody's girlfriend is never there, and it's always the best looking guy, and he always asks you, "Can you put some oil on me?" I'm like, "Yes, I can. Me right here, right here, on your legs too." Okay.
Way up on your legs. Okay.
Ooh, sorry, I didn't mean to touch you there. Okay.
Yeah, you did.
See, that's why they don't let me backstage no more. Oh, man.
All right, I got another one, real short.
Yes.
I'm gonna go, okay? Because I'm starting to get kind of sleepy and I don't want to fall asleep. All right, so we all know that scientists are doing a whole bunch of research as far as video games go. We all know that. They're trying to say violence is caused by video games, blah, 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 blah. But now they're saying that research is finding a correlation between playing action video games and the acquired capability for suicide. Now, what this means, the acquired capability for suicide means the ability to act on your suicidal thoughts. So they're saying that people who play action video games are more likely to act on their suicidal thoughts than people who don't play action video games. Discuss.
Okay, so first off, what's the cause and effect there? Because which one came first, right?
Exactly.
Was the propensity to commit suicide what drove somebody to liking action games more, or was it the other way around? So first off, that study doesn't even. I doubt they even go into that. One, and then two.
I agree.
And then two, I haven't looked at the study, so I can't really directly comment on it. but I have to say that I really feel like there's a lot of personal choices being sidelined nowadays, and people who are who make a lot of personal choices outside of video games. I mean, there's just a lot of factors. I'd like to know how they isolated all of those factors, like how they got it
Well,
down to, well, it's just video games that is causing people to have a more propensity to act upon
because
their
that's
thoughts
all
of
they asked about. Let me give you a
suicide.
little bit of quotes from this. So they surveyed about 228 college students, which is not a whole lot of
Oh,
people. Okay.
that
Wow.
sampling size isn't even worth talking about.
No, it's
That's too
really not.
small.
And it's college students, and college students are already under a lot of stress. I hate to tell you, I was a college student. So it had 228 college students, and these college students endorsed playing video games weekly, so they were already gamers. Then they took an online survey about how much time they spent gaming, what type of games they like, blah blah blah, all this other good stuff. And they found that, okay, this is a quote. It says, these results suggest that it is not overall hours of video game play that are associated with the acquired capability for suicide. It is only hours of video game play within the action category that are associated with higher acquired capability for suicide. It is possible that individuals who play more hours of action video games are being exposed to violent and graphic content that may directly increase the ACS and indirectly affect ACS through increased aggression. Now, I happen to agree with you, Blaster. I think that the chances of someone having this um, inclination to commit suicide before they start playing video games is there, and there's no way for them to test that out of these people. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I agree with you. And I really, to be honest with you, I mean, once you said the sampling size, then I can just dismiss that right away, because that's
Yeah,
just because this
228. That's no, and it was
that
one
is
study.
yeah
One study.
that is not a
Not a good
that's
sampling.
not even a good
No.
study at all. I mean, I mean, I'm just telling you right now, to get the statistical numbers to back up a study like that, I mean, you've got to at least involve. I mean, I would say before you need to start 10,000 people and go up
Yeah,
from there
I agree.
before you even get what I would consider, what I think what most scientists would consider a good sampling size. I mean, I'm not trying to speak for all scientists when I say that, but every time I've heard studies and reports and things, sampling size is number one. That's the first thing they want to know about. How many people did you talk to, and then they want to know about what your methods were, right? And online,
What you also need to take into account is the type of people you're talking to. These are
right, right,
college students. College students are under a lot of pressure. Now, if they had taken equal sampling size of many, many different types of people, like you have the older people who play video games, college
right.
students, younger people who play video games, whatever. If you took an equal sampling size of each of these people and asked them the same thing, I would be more likely to believe it. But you're just taking 228 college students in general psychology courses, and you're asking them online surveys, which
Right.
they may not have even have been completely honest in the online surveys as of what they played, how much they played, all that other good stuff. So it's completely this study is bunk. It's
No,
bunk.
and I agree, with you too. I mean, you're making a point about it being college students. I agree with that, because not only have you taken a small sampling size, but now you're taking you're filtering that sampling size down even further and
Hmm.
saying, okay, now I'm not going to interview just 228 random people. I'm going to pick 228 college students.
Yes.
So I get your point there too. And what you're saying is that there might even be something in this environment, in the college environment, that gives them more of a propensity to commit, basically to
Yeah.
carry out suicidal ideations,
Yeah.
right? So that makes that sampling size even worse, because it's biased by that fact. And so to be honest with you, I wouldn't even call it a study. I'd call it a start of something. Now the next thing
Hmm.
is, if you want to do an actual study, I think you need to look at a much larger sampling size and not bias your sampling size by sitting there and saying, I'm just going to talk to college students. You need to talk to everybody, and then you can ask some questions about, okay, what do you do? Okay, I'm a college student. Okay, that's fine. Well, what do you do? Well, I'm a computer science. I work in computer science. I work in a software company. Okay, blah 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 blah. Right, and get all of that, get that sampling size, then come back to me and tell me you found some sort of correlation.
Exactly.
Or that even, well, they didn't say they found one, they said it suggests a correlation. Okay, come back to me and
Yeah.
say that you found something that suggests a correlation
Yeah.
at that point.
They also mentioned that the study does not examine the relationship between video game play and suicide ideation. So they're just saying that
Ugh.
there's a possibility that they could act on these thoughts, not
What
that
does
they
that even?
actually
Wait,
are.
wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. So they're saying that this study says that they have the potential to carry out an act that they may
Yes.
or may not have even thought of to begin with.
Yes,
That's
exactly.
what is this? What is this study trying to say? That
About to
people
find
who
out.
push buttons will potentially pull triggers? Is that what they're
But
trying to say?
the thing is though, if people who don't know science and don't understand how to pick apart a study like this look at this particular study, and it says, and the title of this says, research finds correlation between playing action video games and the acquired capability for suicide.
That's bunk right there.
Yeah, it's inflammatory. This is an inflammatory title, and I found this on GamePolitics.com, which I'm really disappointed they would put this shit up here. This is not a good study, and if you put a title like this, and there's not even like finds a possible correlation, they said research finds a correlation. If somebody who doesn't know how to pick apart this particular study or this article, and all they do is read this title and run with it, they're going to start bad-mouthing video games all over again. So this is just something else that gamers are going to have to fight against and be like,
Exactly.
no.
Where is our ESRB on this? Where is our entertainment
Nowhere.
software administrator?
Yep.
Where are those guys at?
Nowhere.
This is the first thing they should be coming here and saying and producing and saying, look, come back to us when you have an actual study. Come back when you got a real study. Because I wouldn't even put that down as a study. Again, I would put that down as some sort of start of some sort of something, maybe even building a hypothesis, but you're not even at that point at this point.
No, this is like, okay, so in the scientific method, you start with a question. Their question was, does playing video games make your ACS, your chances of acting on your suicidal thoughts more? So this is basically what I would call the research phase. You've done some research. You've asked 228 college students. So now you think you have a basis to run the actual experiment. This is not an actual experiment. This is not an actual study.
It's a preamble to the actual experiment.
This is where you're gathering information. You're gathering information to see if this is actually something that you want to look at. That's all this is. This is not a study. This is not an experiment. This is just bunk. It's just stupid.
Yeah. Now, let me ask you a question. So this was on Game Politics, but is this actually been published in the wider scientific community?
It's been studied. It's been published in the journal Cyber Psychology, Behavior, and Social Networking.
So I want to go look at that. Well, so is it called cyber psychology?
Cyber psychology.
Cyber psychology. We've created a new branch of psychology.
We totally have.
Has anybody studied cyber psychology? Is there a degree in cyber psychology?
Actually, they are starting to do that just because they've noticed that the behaviors of people online are vastly different from how they act in real life. I can even tell you that from my kids, because I've got some kids who are complete introverts in my classroom and they don't talk to anybody, but then when they get on social media, they are totally out there. Like, they're Snapchatting everything and they're, throwing out tweets and they're doing all this other bullshit. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
So they're introverts. They don't talk to anybody in my class, but on social media they're complete extroverts. So yeah, they're actually starting to study cyber psychology more and the phenomenon of people being.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't really think that's cyber psychology. I think that is the same as we've had celebrities be throughout time.
Yeah.
How many times have we seen celebrities and it was not a cyber thing? It's I'm in front of a camera and I cannot see who's looking back at me, so I'm gonna say whatever I'm gonna say.
So here
I agree with that. I agree with that.
So yeah, it's on ResearchGate.net. You can actually read the article. You can request a text of the article, but you have to put a professional email in. Basically, it looks like this study was done by 4 people, and it's the full name of it is the relationship between video game play and the acquired capability for suicide, an examination of differences by category of video game and gender. So I'm interested to hear. I'm interested to see the full article. Like I said before, I could comment. This was published in December of 2015. It looks like.
But still, that the sampling size is too small. You cannot tell me.
Right, I agree with that. But I would like to see the whole article, because it'd be interesting to me to find that out. Unfortunately, it's behind a paywall. But like I said, it'd be interesting. So.
Now I have a kind of a funny story to back that up.
Hey, look here, woman.
I know, but I'm really tired, so I need to say this. Okay.
What is that gonna stop you from being tired?
Because I'm gonna say it, and I'm not gonna fall asleep. It's really
so we need to let you talk the rest of the show so you stay awake. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Really?
It's really short, I promise. So a guy in Canada has a son who likes FIFA. Okay. This poor guy.
I don't know why these people like FIFA, but okay.
I have no idea. But this poor guy in Pembroke, Ontario, says that his son spent about $7,600 on in-app purchases for the FIFA game. You heard me right. $8,000 in charges.
Ooh. Well, no, I think I saw that.
Yes. He also said that Xbox is now banned from his house. He said there will never be another Xbox system or any gaming system in my home.
That reminds me of that prank call somebody did with what was it, John Cena? You ever heard that one?
Vaguely,
And she's like, there will never be never be wrestling in this house again. It reminds me of, well, wait a minute. This may not be the first time you've had a problem with wrestling, or in this case with Xbox. Apparently, this is.
Ooh.
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
you gotta watch your kids, people. You gotta watch your
You
kids.
do. And now my question for him would be, how the hell did your son get your credit card?
How do you get away with $8,000 and you didn't know?
Yeah, how are you not watching your? I mean, and how
Because
is the
he
credit
do
card
that all at
company? How is the credit card company not like no,
My credit card
it wasn't
company
all at
called
once.
me when I spend $2. Be like,
Yes.
"Hey, that's $2 spent. I bought gum. Can I?"
Yeah, can I have my gum, please? Thank you. No, he said, where'd it go? I just saw it. Where'd it go? Oh, he said the charges were put on a credit card that he gave, so he gave his son the credit card for emergencies. But Perkins claims that his 17-year-old son thought it was a one-time charge for all the things he bought. So he thought that buying one thing one time would be the only charge he had. So he kept buying more and more and more, thinking that one original charge was it.
So the boy meets Freddy. Okay, look here. Teenatrix has my card linked to her iTunes account. Okay. Now, I'm telling you that I have emails set up. Like right now, she owe me $5 because she got Christmas gift cards. She selected the wrong thing. But I know how I know she owed me $5 because my shit is hooked to an email that whenever something comes off of iTunes from that card, it goes to my email. Some of you parents are trusting the technology too much.
Mm-hmm.
Don't check. So that's how you got got for $8,000. Stop being stupid. You know, they're not gonna say, they don't say anything sometimes
No.
but you have to go in and put in an alert to say, tell me if it goes over this amount. My bank's like that, my credit card, and I have it set not just, if somebody spends $500, I do have it set for $1. If my card is missing and you spend $1 of my money, I know immediately. Just, I have been standing, y'all know I love my Panera. I have been standing in Panera and I buy something and an alert pop up and I'm like, what the? Oh, that's me. Okay, I'm right here. Okay, go ahead.
It's all good.
Good.
Now,
So
he did try to get the credit company to reverse the charges, but they wouldn't,
No.
unless he wanted to charge his son with fraud. And Microsoft would not reverse the charges either. So he's stuck with this $8,000 bill because he did not explain to his son how in-app purchases work. If you're going to let your son play a game that has in-app purchases, you need to explain to him how that shit works.
Right.
Or you say,
Kids are
hey there,
stupid.
son.
Kids
Hey
are
there,
dumb.
son. Do not buy anything else unless you ask me first. And
Right.
in which case, if they do, then you can choke them.
Yes, yeah, exactly. And for
Wow.
$8,000, I'm pretty sure you can claim temporary insanity. I'm just saying.
Wow. Well, I mean, so I told you the issue I had recently with the tank game that I had
Mhm.
purchased. I had made some in-app. I had actually purchased digitally a few tanks from the game. I was trying to support the development. It was free to play, and my purchases got flagged as fraudulent. And the only reason why they got flagged as fraudulent is because I spent money on the game. That's the only thing I
Yep.
can figure. And I guess they don't.
It was a large amount, though, is why they looked at you most likely.
But it was. I bought 2 packs. I bought 2 different packs. I didn't buy
But
two
it
of the
but
same
it was
pack.
but it was not $2.
But see, that's
it was a large amount of money. That's why they did it.
well. But the thing is, the information, the personal information they wanted from me to verify things was just was beyond
we
the
talked
pale.
about that. We said
Was
that was
way beyond the pale, right? And so my thought was, so I went to my bank and reversed the charge. I'm just not going to deal with it anymore. So the thing is, the bank still has never gotten back to me. They reversed the charge, gave me the money, said they were going to go through an investigation, and they were going to figure. I'm like, they said, well, did you get what you bought? I said, no, I didn't, because they banned my account. I can't use it, so I didn't get what I want. So the bank's still confused. The banks are still nowadays confused about how to deal with something like this, right? And you know,
yeah.
and so-
I'm like, how you pay that much money?
they're like, well, I mean, all of that aside, right? They're still. That's what I'm saying. So what's interesting to me is that, you know, I mean, I can understand why maybe they didn't want to give him the money back. I mean, kind of, but to another extent, I can completely understand how nothing was really lost.
from the developer's perspective, it was all in-game purchases. Like they didn't lose anything. If they cut off his access to the account, then there's no reason why he can't have the money back. You know what I'm saying? Because nothing was actually physically exchanged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that and maybe that's something that as gamers,
Time goes on.
right,
you start to change.
right, banks are going to get smarter because okay, there's an actual gamer who works at the bank who's going to be like, oh, I know what happened here. Okay, yeah, not a big deal. Done, right? Or there might be, companies might start getting used to this, right, to this happening, and people. I think right now there's a combination of parents don't understand the technology still. It's not that they're trusting the technology too much; they just don't understand how to deal with it, right? Two,
No,
they're
they
not.
are.
There's
No,
not.
I'm telling you they are. I'm telling you that they are.
That's
because
fine.
This is what I hear is that.
Right.
Well, I thought that it was an alert supposed to pop up. Yeah, if you tell it to. It doesn't automatically happen.
Sure. Some parents may be doing that, but not all parents are. Some just don't understand it.
That's still part of not understanding.
But take it from somebody who deals with parents on a regular basis. It's a little of both. It's a little of both.
Right.
Okay?
And, well, there's actually there's a third piece too. There's the parents who aren't even involved who aren't even care what their kids are up to until it costs them money, and then
there are 4 basic types of parents that I can tell you about. There's the one that's actively involved and knows what the hell's going on. I love that one. Then you have the one that's you. Yeah, that's you. And then there's the type that don't give a shit what's going on unless it's something that either makes them look bad or makes their child look bad, and then they get involved like, whoa. So they spoil their child rotten and don't give a fuck what they do unless the child gets in trouble, and then it's all somebody else's fault.
Yeah, like that little kid that ran away to Mexico. Yeah, him.
Yes, him. Then you have the kind who are not aware of what's going on, but they still try to be they are not aware of how things really work, but they still try to be involved. They mean well, but they just come across looking like idiots. Okay? And then you have the one who don't actually understand anything, and they don't know they don't understand anything, and they insist that they know everything. And they come across looking like not only idiots, but rude fuckers that I just can't stand.
You don't know nothing.
Yeah, basically. I just want to be like, you know what? Just shut up. Let me talk.
Shut up. You don't know nothing. Let me jump in here real quick because we are down to 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
I've been trying to make this announcement because I wanted to get my other console gamers excited because you'll get to do something that we have been doing for months up in here. Oh my God, y'all gonna die. Look at what's coming to Xbox 360, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4, people.
Snap! Y'all are
Prison Architect. What?
That new new woman's prison? Oh my God.
I'm wondering if this is how. No, I thought that was how it was going to look like. Well, I guess it will.
How is it? Wait a minute. These guys are basically like, what do you call those little toys for kids that the people are like they have no arms?
Fisher Price, yes.
Yeah, they're like, how is this? How is this partial nudity? I don't understand that.
Oh, there's nudity.
Yeah, there's nudity, and then the women is worse because you got boobies and vagina.
Booby and vagina.
Really?
Yes, there are boobies and vagina.
But I mean, looking at the resolution here, it's like 4 pixels.
It's still,
yeah, but you can still tell that it's boobies and vajayjay. You can still tell.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's hilarious.
You guys enjoy. You are going to love it.
Oh wait, press. Wait, no, watch the next video.
I will keep it. See, right there is when you sound like Seth Rogen. Right there.
Yes. Right. Yes.
What? No.
You've got the laugh. You have the laugh. You do.
Anybody out there thinks he sounds like Seth Rogen?
I do not.
Let us know.
He totally does, man.
Yeah,
totally does.
You do. Sorry, you do. It was right there because I was just watching the movie Knocked Up, and there's a part where he laughs at something crazy.
Yes.
I'm like, what is wrong with you?
Whatever.
What's wrong? Okay, quickly. Steam sales. Actually, this is going to be Green Man Gaming.
That's Green Man Gaming. Yep.
Yes, Green Man Gaming.
20% off. I told you this. 20% off.
All the time. In addition to whatever you got over here, people.
Yep. Sometimes it's more than 20% off. Depends on the day.
Yeah, you gotta keep this one just open and running on your computer. You will find. Oh man, I'm just.
And these give out keys that are valid on Steam. So.
Yes, you can use them on Steam. I've seen a PlayStation one or two here too.
Yes.
Scroll down by the way. So the Division right there, Division is on sale on Green Man Gaming for $44.99, down from $59.99. Game's not even out yet. Game is going to be in beta starting next weekend if you pre-order.
And you forgot, in addition to this $44.99, you can use that 20% off voucher that we just mentioned. Bam.
Yep.
Go ahead and toss
So
that on
so
top of there.
so here so I'm just saying. By the way, like I said, Division's coming out. Get it from Green Man Gaming. That's a good deal. Now it's not for Steam, by the way. You can buy it through Steam, but it actually runs on UPlay, which is Ubisoft.
Yeah, you can still play it
abysmal.
on Steam. You'll
Yeah.
add it, and it'll be in your account. But
Yeah, but then it'll launch UPlay. That's how I bought it.
either way, it doesn't matter if you buy it through Steam, it's UPlay. If you buy it over here, it's UPlay.
Yeah, it's all
Ubisoft, fix your shit. That's all I'm gonna say to y'all. Fix your shit. Because I love me some Assassin's Creed, the one with the woman, the one that they originally released for the handheld console. It is actually a wonderful story. You got a girl who's biracial, and her dad is somebody higher up in the British Army, and then her mom is a slave, and this whole dynamic where he's having her do stuff for him. It's a really interesting story. Time-wise, everything, but Uplay fucks it up for me. So that's why y'all don't see me play it. If those of you who keep asking me on Steam, you have that game, don't you? How is it? You just not like it. I can't play it, because it's Uplay. Fuck you, bitches. Green Man Gaming, they got some sales over here too. Look at this.
GOG? You mean GOG?
Oh, did I say Green Man Gaming?
You
I
did
don't
say
know.
Green Man. Green Man Gaming does have sales, but so do these people.
Yeah, they have a good sale, minus 33. And see, here's where they really mess me up. This clock is ticking by seconds. Steam has a clock, but it doesn't give me the seconds.
And that makes you want to buy it more.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm like, oh my god, I only got how many? I only got 7 hours.
Wait until they add milliseconds to that.
oh God. I'm gonna go ahead and close this out. You can keep showing more. We got less than a minute.
Don't
You can tune in on Tuesday to catch Pixinista, your favorite Pixel Fashionistas. For now, though, you can favorite like us, favorite don't, because that's how we roll, and to say good night, my bitches.
Good night, my bitches.
Night.
Real quick. You go to our website. It is now the pink controller. We'll tell you more about that later.
Yes, we will. And I'll see you agents. I'll see you agents out there in New York.
Who?
That's you. It's the Division. I'll see you.
Oh, that's right. We were all supposed to be playing there, weren't we?
Yeah.
We'll get in there. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. We're gonna do it. Not today though. Holla.
Holla.
Bye.